which is required in an energetic space like a dance studio. Talking about different design aspects like the lighting of the space, the acoustics of the space, the overall colors and patterns which have been used in the space, everything has been thought through.
So as you enter the studio, the staircase lobby would be the first space you experience. If you see around, you'll be able to see a lot of quotes, like motivational quotes, and you will be able to learn a lot about the creative head of the space. So for anyone, if you want to learn from someone, you need to know about the person who you're comfortable with. So this space would help you learn about the person and get more comfortable with it. For the color theme, we've used very neutral shades with splashes of red to emphasize the points we want to highlight. And the whole user experience of the staircase will be has been elevated by using up-facing lights. And if you see the shoe rack, we've used PVC pipes and with different colors to make it unique.
Designing the Silhouette Studio was one of the exciting experiences which we had all our life. This studio has been created to match the exciting expectations of our client who had an enthusiastic energy to create a space which has to be Chennai's one of the best studios for dance, acting and rehearsals, which has been operating in Chennai. What we did was took his ideas, his excitement, and we had to convert it into reality, into a space which can be used for his own dance classes, his rehearsal, and he is also an actor, so we wanted to create a space for his acting school as well. So what we did was we created a dance floor, we created a lobby where he can sit down, discuss about ideas, and also talk to his prospective clients who are wanting to learn teaching, learn acting, and also dance, which is parallel in this case scenario. And regarding the design of this floor, starting from the colors which we have used, the very red and vibrant colors, along with neutral grays, and also the wooden feel which have been used in the flooring. Overall, all the furniture which we have used here are having these vibrant tones, which is required in an energetic space like a dance studio. Talking about different design aspects like the lighting of the space, the acoustics of the space, the overall colors and patterns which have been used in the space, everything has been thought through. And then this is what you see as a design experience when you see the space. There are around 15 different types of lighting which has been planned, which you have probably seen the overall mood setting for the studio. So we have these ceiling lights which are these letters. We have around 16 lights in the ceiling which are lighting up the space to give a bright feel. When you want to cool down the space to have a very dim kind of setting, this feature wall lights which are on the walls help it to create that dim feel. And also we have lights on the floor, we have lights on the walls, above the mirrors, and also the feature wall lighting gives overall ambience of the lighting of the space. Apart from that, acoustics in any design studio or a dance creative floor is very important, because imagine 40 people dancing on one floor and the amount of noise, amount of sound which is going to come from the speakers. So we created an acoustical feel everywhere. The floor is a vinyl floor, the ceiling which you see is a perforated medium density fiber boards which have been given these perforation on purpose because it can absorb the noise, not reflect the noise, cutting down all your reverberations. And the walls which you have wooden panels behind with black and grey. These walls also absorb the sound and don't reflect the sound. So these also help in the perforations, and the annulations in the wall help in the acoustics of the space. So apart from the mirror wall, we also have some curtains which can cover up the mirrors completely, because these mirrors are required when the dance is happening on the floor. But when rehearsals are happening, when acting or auditions are planned here, you don't need these mirrors. So what we do is we try to pull out the curtains which cover up. And these are also very heavy acoustical curtains. So when video recording happens, on audio recording happens, these as well help in the overall acoustics of the space. So, and apart from the floor, we have a lounge which has a dining table, some seating area, and makeup and a space where you can get yourself ready for the shoot. And there is an equipment room where you can have all your cameras, your lighting, your overall filters, your screens, everything stored. The equipment room has that. And there's a small restroom and a pantry. Apart from that, you have this creative heads room where you actually discuss about the features of your class, sections which you're going to be doing here. This is Sanjay's own room. This is Sanjay's own room. And we have this creativity room where one can actually sit down and where around 6 to 7 people casually can sit down in a floor and discuss about concepts which have been maybe choreographed in his dance, or about the acting or the audition, or the overall planning happens in this creativity room. It's got this writing mirrors, hanging lights, creative ceiling, and then this create mode on this light overall creates this ambience which is more creative and also stimulates creativity. People who are discussing about it. So overall, this studio is not only about the design, lighting, the electrics, the overall acoustics, the air conditioning, the overall ambience. Overall, apart from all these which we have created, it is about the people who are going to be using the space. We have had in mind the kind of ambience which a person who's wanting to use a space would require. Nowadays, people use Instagrams for creating reels. They do a lot of auditions. They prepare themselves for web series. They prepare themselves for shootouts and all that. This space is ideal for everyone who's trying to prepare themselves for all these kinds of activities. So this is one of the attempts, the best in I would say one of the best in Chennai, which is suitable for all these kinds of activities, apart from the classes and regular activities which have been planned in the studio.